Ready, and action. There'll be no foolish wand-waving or silly incantations in this class. As such, I did not expect many of you to appreciate the fine art and subtle science that is not potion. No, this is Native American Literature class. My name is Professor Victor Singingeagle. Welcome. Today, I am supposed to walk you through our syllabus. By the way, here is our e-learning website, English 210, otherwise known as DKT-210 Native American Literature class, which can be found at our Sisseton Wahpeton College website. You scroll down where it says current students and go to e-learning login. You put in your login credentials. You go to my courses. I'm taking Dakota 110 because I want to learn the language. But scroll down and you find your class. In this case, it's English 210. Ta-da! And everything from here, well, let's see. This is all new, relatively, but anything after the welcome is all old stuff. So I have to update it. The orientation packet section is also new. I finally got it together and got that fixed. I also got everybody enrolled, effectively enrolled in the class. So now what I'm going to do is walk you through the syllabus. So let's get it done. By the way, you can find the syllabus where it says orientation packet. If you click on this, it's going to say orientation packet, and you can either do a doc file or a PDF, which name your poison. First things first, let's look at the student info sheet. This is all self-explanatory. Please fill this out, print it, or email it to me, and get it to me as quick as you can, because I got to keep track of all my students. The yellow box here is voluntary. So if you don't want me to know how old you are, or if you're a boy or a girl, or what your address is, don't fill it out. Okay? All right, now, all this is self-explanatory. It says what you want to work on, what you don't want to work in class, and then the thing that says, hey, I read the syllabus and I promise I'm not going to fool around in class and make a bunch of excuses. Sign it and date it and give it to me as quick as possible, okay? Okay, now, we're going to jump over to our syllabus itself because I make my videos way too long and it's not working. Why isn't it working? All right, fine, we'll just download it again. All right, fine, we're going to use the mouse. It wants me to use the mouse. There we go. All right, so we're going to scroll all the way up to the top here. This is talking about our class and what's expected. 3 credit hours. Who am I? Forgot to say who I am. My name is Professor Victor Singingeagle. I am your intrepid host, you say. Now, Singingeagle, it's got a long story behind that name. I belong to the runaway band of Potawatomi Indians. Another long story we'll talk about later. There's my office, which is down by the TV, over by the cafeteria, that TV lounge. You got my contact information. You got my cell number. I never talk on my cell phone. I'm like a teenager that way. I like to text. What else? Right, I grade in quarters, attendance, and e-learning. I'm expecting students to contribute to e-learning a lot, you say. We'll talk about that later as well. Quizzes, which will also be posted on e-learning. Haven't decided if we're going to do a midterm paper or group presentation or an exam. The same thing with a final. There's no decision. I'm going to ask your input. Ask for your input, your preferences, because I'm one of these teachers who actually listens to students, you say. Now, we got to get everything done by Thursday, May 1st, 2025 at 17:30. Yes, I am a veteran. I use military time. Books, right. So here's our books. Why indigenous literatures matter. We've got, not this one, Native American Rutledge Introduction to Native American Literature, and this one, which is The Nature of Native American Poetry by my old PhD dissertation advisor, Norma Wilson. We got our course goals here. They're self-explanatory as well. Main thing I'm hoping with all this gobbledygook, this colorful rainbow gobbledygook, is just letting you know that as fellow scholars, congratulations, you college students are expected and hope that you will engage in discussion. Don't just expect this class to just be another memorize and regurgitate. I hate that. Plus, you guys got to know something really cool, is that a lot of these famous writers, you see, a lot of these writers are buds of mine. They're my homies. I hung out with them. Let me pull it up. I'll show you a picture. Let's go back to our class, DKT-210, and we're going to scroll down. I always talk too much. I got to go fast. We're going to scroll down to, yes, I already know her. I don't know her because she was he was one of my old professors, Gary Hobson. There it is. Ta-da! Look at this cool picture. Isn't this awesome? These are a bunch of famous Native American writers. A few of them have passed away. And in the corner, there's this funny-looking dude wearing black way up there. And I think Sherman Alexie, one of my old classmates, is, yeah, that big dude in the middle. And I think that is, what is her name? Louise Erdrich, maybe? I can't see it because it's not good quality photo. But anyway. Yeah, we all hung out together. We write together. We talk to each other. There's Lee Francis, the late Lee Francis. Anyway, so you can ask me questions about this kind of stuff, you see, because I talk to these people. We're friends on Facebook. We send each other Christmas cards, for crying out loud. So, yeah, natives, not only in the States, but also in Canada. There's some in Mexico and even Taiwan, as I mentioned before. Now, I talk too much. Again, just a reminder that, yes, we will engage. I want you to discuss. Some of you guys might be future writers yourselves. All right, now, all the yellow stuff is just, we promise not to discriminate or sexually harass you. And if you need ADA assistance, remember to talk to Dean Owen, Vince Owen. There's his number. Please remember to use our school email. Don't bring drugs to school. Yada, yada, yada. Legal gobbledygook. Again, an introduction. It's just a quick introduction here. Stuff about what actually constitutes literature. All of this is self-explanatory. Don't just expect only USA. I might also throw some Canada and Mexico and South America and maybe some Taiwanese from one of the 16 tribes in Taiwan. What else? Right. You can probably already tell I'm an ADHD adult. Yes, that's what happens. I don't know what runs. ADHD must run in Native American families. I don't know. But keep that in mind that you are dealing with an absent-minded professor with a TBI who has ADHD. Right? Okay. Now, don't expect, again, this idea of coming to class, or in our case, being online, and just open skull, pour data in, close skull, screw and stir or whatever, and then and close it, and then regurgitate it on an exam. You are fellow scholars. We want to know what you have to share. Also, don't cheat. That's what all that says. Then there's an assignment guide. This is an MLA style. If we decide we're going to write a paper, or if you prefer APA, that's cool with me as well. Oops, I'm going too fast. Right, so we have either a midterm discussion or paper or exam. Again, Thursday, March 6th. Final paper or exam, Thursday, May 1st, 1700 or 1730. Quizzes, journals and extra credit, all that stuff's going to be on e-learning. And a reminder, please always save backup copies of everything you give me. We are now in the digital age, you're saying. See, back in the 80s and 90s, we could type stuff out on typewriters and then claim the computer ate it or the dog ate it or something else ate it. But now we can email stuff, we can use our smartphones and take pictures of our assignments, whatever, but make copies and make copies of copies. We got flash drives. I'll tell you stories about that later when I have enough time. Now, last thing, if you have a student loan, there is a link where you can check on the status of your loan. Hopefully you guys don't take those out because the government is like selling your soul to the devil. Now with that, we're going to call it quits for today because I probably already made this video way too long. So thank you so much, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. 10 minutes.